Hello everyone and welcome back to the Forza 6 Polo Red car pack review. It's definitely taken me a lot of effort to remember that. So we are back now reviewing the Toyota TS040 Hybrid to begin. Now, if anyone follows endurance racing, you'll know that this car has a big presence being in Forza Motorsport 6. This car won the 2014 FIA World Endurance Championship, and their drivers, Anthony Davidson and Sebastian Buemi, specifically of this car, took the Drivers' Championship from the mighty Audi. That was Anthony Davidson and Sebastian Buemi beat off André Lotterer, Benoit Trullier, and Marcel Fassler. They definitely had a job under their hands coming in, but they managed to pull it off. We're taking four wins overall in Silverstone, Spa, Fuji, and in China, and still getting second in Sao Paulo, and then third in Le Mans and in Kota. It was still a very good result. Their worst result of the season was 10th in Bahrain. Audi's worst results of the season, and finished specifically in second, were retirements from all three of their drivers. Well, from their team specifically. I don't know 100% how the tables of endurance championships work, but you'll have to excuse me on that one. So the car definitely has some racing pedigree, and I went a bit wide there. Ignored my track extending. So the car has some presence being in Forza Motorsport 6. However, can it hold up to its massive reputation it already has? Well, again, I don't really know. As I said with the whole Mazda thing last time, I don't follow endurance racing. It's not my kind of thing. I don't think sitting down and making people watch races for 24 hours, 8 hours, any amount of that time is really going to work all the time, because you have Formula 1 where their races are a maximum of 2 hours. You have MotoGP, which races are less than an hour. A lot of them, I'm pretty sure, are less than an hour. Apart from the Moto 2 and 3 races, but getting off topic here. But the car seemed pretty fast, pretty good through the corners, specifically in the last sector of Le Mans. I was able to just come off the throttle and just pull the car around without having to touch the brakes. It was really fast through that last sector. But I definitely can see how Anthony Davidson and Sebastian Buemi managed to take this thing to a title. The only problem is, though, it seemed a bit lacking on the straights. I don't know if that's a thing for modern endurance cars, but it seemed to lack a little bit on the straights. That's the only thing really I have to say about against the car, really about the car. Although if I thought that I wouldn't have much to say about this car, then get ready for the next one. Right, so this is the car that I was talking about. The 1979 Opel Kadett. And I forgot to mention that the Le Mans car was a P990, so that is the fastest car in the pack. This, on the other hand, is the slowest car in the pack, at E255. And I really don't know what to say about this car. It is... The only thing half interesting about it is the fact that it's two-tone in colour. Half white, half yellow. That's all I've got. I literally have nothing else to say about this. I mentioned in the last one, for the December one, which also reminded me of another DLC car I liked, the Koenigsegg 1-1. I completely lost my... forgot. But, this... And I said in that pack review that the silly cars, the cars are why did you put this in? Why did you go through the effort of getting the licensing for this manufacturer and stuff like that? For what was the point of going through all of that? Yeah, we're back to it with the Opel Kadett, I'm afraid. You know, if we had an older version, then we did all have a nice fun joke about it to say it's Oliver from Top Gear. You know, the 1963 model. Yeah, if we all had that one, then we could all just make a joke about it. But because we've got this one, it's just completely uninteresting. I have nothing to say on this car. It is just boring, I'm afraid. I said in the last one I said it also in the December DLC car pack that all the cars in there I actually quite liked. This one has kind of been a bit of a polar opposite. It's kind of gone half and half. But I think, to be honest, I'd rather just skip ahead to the final car. So, move on to the final car we shall. And you have to agree that on a note to end on, I've done this for all the packs. I think I've done it for most of all the packs so far. It's ending on a high note. This is the 2016 W Motors Lycan Hypersport. This car is ridiculous. It is an R class of 800 and hold that 35. How's this for doors? It has mad suicide doors. I'm on the Opel Kadett. I had nothing to say about this car. About that car. About this car, on the other hand, I am lost for words on what to say about this thing. It looks fantastic as well. It has, if the DLC cars weren't free after you got them, then I'm talking about in-game currency here. Then the car would be very, very expensive. In real life, costing somewhat of about £2.3 million or $3.4 million. But, so is the car worth that massive price tag? Well, it's pretty good actually. It is really, really good. It handles quite nicely. Particularly, I took it around Abu Dhabi because the car is actually made there in Abu Dhabi. Or at least the manufacturer is. So it had a nice feel through the corners. It didn't feel as though it wanted to slide too much. I had one instance where it had a massive slide and it really wanted to bite back, but for the rest of it, it was quite calm and collected. And on the straights, it was really quick. At the end of that the main straight there, I was up to 190 miles an hour before having to slam onto the brakes, down the gears obviously, and then into the chicane. But the car is ridiculously fast in a straight line. And obviously is not too bad in the corners. And, just as an added bonus maybe, if you're a fan of the Fast and Furious movies, then you've got another car that appeared in the movies. And I realised I missed an opportunity. When I went from the Forza Vista thing, just before I got onto the replays, I should have just gone, so, I guess it's time to unleash the beast. And it definitely unleashed itself here. I ran a bit wide there. Yeah, through the hotel section, lighting up, lovely. I got the night shot as well, because that looked pretty good. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching if you have. There's one final video coming on this, as I did with the last DLC pack. Hope you all enjoyed watching any of the two videos and the next one. And I guess I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.